Hello everyone, my name is Angie and welcome back to my channel, Angie Rose Nomad, and today I have a little mini review video for you guys. So I have been obsessed with Mara over at Books Like Whoa. Her channel has just been an autoplay lately, and one of the videos that I am obsessed with is her isolated closed circle mystery videos. I get super sad when I finish one because I know that means I usually have to wait about a month for a new one. But I just finished these 3 books and they are all in that trope. So I thought, why not review them in one video? So for those of you that don't know, an isolated closed circle mystery is basically a mystery that is set in one place. The characters are all stuck somewhere together and the character list can only be specific people. So we're going to start with the lowest rating that I gave and work our way up to the highest rating that I gave. So the first one, I actually read this with the Facebook book club that I'm a part of, We Be Bookin'. Link will be down in the description. You're welcome. And I gave this book a 3.5, but on reflection, I'm probably going to round down to a 3 because, you know, Goodreads, you have to round up or down, and I'm totally rounding down with this. And that is The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. So Ruth Ware is a really hit or miss author for me. I tried The Death of Mrs. Westaway and I found it very verbose. I just wish she would have gotten to the story. I did not care about the character walking down the street for 50 pages. So I put it down, but from what I recall, I think I really enjoyed The Woman in Cabin 10. So this book follows the story of a woman named Rowan Kane. Now, Rowan didn't know that she needed a new job until she just stumbled upon it on the internet one day and decided to apply for this nanny position. Everything seems very straightforward. She is going to be taking care of 3 children initially until a 4th gets done with boarding school and returns home for the summer. She's going to be making a ton of money, and she's also going to be living in Scotland for a while she is at this post. So Rowan catches the train from London and goes up to meet her potential future employers. And while she is there, she meets some of the children, she meets the mother, Sandra, and everything seems to go according to plan. However, when she is getting ready to leave to head back home to London, one of the children runs up to her, hugs her tightly, and whispers, "Don't come here. The ghost will not like it." So like I mentioned, I did give this book a 3 out of 5 stars. Ruth Ware knows how to craft a story, but the problem that I have with her is she doesn't know how to end a story. So she kept me turning the pages, but once I got to the end, I was so disappointed. It was completely unrealistic with the outcome. I can't really say the outcome, but if you want to talk about it, let's chat in the comments down below and what you guys thought of this book. But yeah, I kind of lost it, and it made it go from about a 3.75 rating down to a 3. So the next book that we're going to be talking about is a book that I so kindly received from Hatchet Book Group, so thank you so much, and that is called In the Hall with the Knife. This is by Diana Peterfront. This was billed as a Clue retelling. It says a Clue mystery right on the cover, and it really brought back that Clue nostalgia for me. So whenever me and my sister and our friends played Clue as kids, it was always either Colonel Mustard or Mrs. Peacock that was the culprit. So right away in the story, I had my eyes on them. So what's going on in this story is that our main colored characters, like Peacock and Mustard, are mostly, with the exception of Mrs. White, students at a boarding school called Blackbrook Academy. And it is a prep school in the remote woods of Maine, and this snowstorm hits. So the kids are all stuck there. They could not make evacuation in time for whatever reason, and they are boarded up in one of the dormitories. And then someone dies, and it is a murder mystery, trying to figure out the whodunit, trying to figure out if they can trust each other or anyone at all. And overall, I really enjoyed the feel of this book. The problem that I had with this book is that I could not tell if it was a middle grade or a YA. I felt that if it was a YA novel, it was very basically written. It wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination, but there definitely could have been more complex plot lines. And if it was a middle grade, I felt that maybe some of the topics were a little dark, or some of the things that were hinted at might have been dealt with better. I did enjoy it, and it left on a huge cliffhanger, so now naturally I need to pick up the second book in this series when it gets released. But I also wanted more. I felt that there was the one murder mystery that was going on. We were trying to solve it, and we had all of these underlying questions, like things that Diana promised to get to eventually. And when I got to the end and realized that that was it, I saw that she was setting up to eventually being a book 2 or possibly even 3. I just wanted a couple of things answered. I know she's not going to reveal all of her secrets, but it would have been nice to have a little more answered. I rated this book a 3.5 out of 5 stars. And the last book that I want to talk about in the isolated closed circle mystery trope is called The Broken Girls by Simone St. James. I feel I am so late to the party on this book, you guys. So we're following a kind of dual timeline in this book. We are in 1950s in Vermont, and we follow 4 different friends as they are at this school for girls. Basically, it's a school where the girls are deemed unwanted by society. Flash forward to 2014, and there is the perspective of a woman named Fiona Sheridan. So, Idlewild Hall, where the girls in the 50s were located, is currently in shambles. It is run down, no one has touched it in years, and Fiona's sister's body was actually discovered on the grounds 20 years ago. Now, her boyfriend was tried and convicted of the murder, but Fiona feels that something isn't sitting right. So she decides that she is going to look into it. And what is the push that she needs? Well, good question. Someone decides to buy Idlewild Hall and renovate it and fix it up, and Fiona decides to do a story on this as well, so she can secretly be digging into what actually happened with her sister while outwardly presenting the renovation of Idlewild Hall. Now, for those of you that do not know, I am not a huge paranormal fan. I'm okay with some paranormal presence in a book, but I really don't like it in a thriller or mystery where they blame what happened on the paranormal entity. That is not what happened in this book, however. There is a paranormal entity, but the plot is so complex that I did not mind it one bit. It actually added to the story. I ended up caring about the ghost, you guys. And for that reason, I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars, and I really, really recommend you guys check this one out, especially now with it being like cold weather and just got done being Halloween and creepy times. It was great. I really enjoyed it. So there we go, guys. Those were 3 books I just got done reading that reminded me so much of the perfect book for an isolated closed circle mystery. Let me know if you have read any of them and what you thought of them down in the comments below, especially the turn of the key, you guys. I really needed to talk about that ending with somebody. And as always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to become part of the tribe if you have not already. And I will see you guys very soon with a new bookish video. Bye.